Freaking horrible.
It's a stinker, man. So now I'm down in my basement, and normally I gotta, even in the summer, you know, it's humid, and I gotta damp, sorry, not humid, damp down here kind of thing, and I gotta put the heat on and put a parka on, but it's like 20 degrees down here. It's beautiful, right?
Beauty.
So, yeah.
20 degrees is the perfect temp.
Yeah. That is absolutely right. Because, yeah, today I don't know how hot it got. I wasn't really paying attention, but it was some kind of stinky.
Hello. Yes.
So I was thinking that. Did you have actual smell? Because I was talking with Tom before. He said his AC was making this stink in his house. They had to clean up all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah? Could be. No, I probably stunk, but you know, I believe the right word is en bon français, c'est je sentais le swing.
Ça sentait le quoi?
The swing.
That's right.
And translated to proper English, BO.
Right. Thibault Vision has to drop the call and restart. He's got issues. Be right back.
He looks like a fucking. What the hell was that?
All right. My bad. Technical difficulties.
Whoa, excuse me, pardon.
There we go. Everyone's back in business. Oh, I gotta get a drink. Hell yeah. So, yes, Jim, to answer your thing, you said you have an hour before the storm hits you. It started here, man. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Serious? This afternoon it got like, we thought it was going to start. There was cloud. I heard one thunderclap, like boom.
Right.
I ran inside and put everything away. At the end of the earth, and that was it.
I'm driving down Lakeshore, and I saw a bunch of people with fucking construction gear outside their house. I'm like, whoa, you gotta get that shit inside, bro.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, it's bound to be a good one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Already,
the gutters are pouring out fucking gusto right now. I can tell you.
Really?
Shit here yet. The way it knocked the noise off, huh?
We battened down the hatches there earlier.
Attaboy. Got
my beer safe, so I'm all right.
There you go.
I just saw this on my beer here, 7.1% alcohol. Woohoo! It's gonna be a good night.
Oh boy!
You boys?
Paul, are you preparing us here? Or are you flying a plane from the 1970s?
That's my West Coast IPA, and it's very good.
Isn't that the same company as your Seaboy of last week?
Yes.
I was looking at it, and I'd probably go.
It's good stuff. I had I think it's called a wheat IPA. Not a big fan, but this stuff and the Seaboy is good stuff.
Seaboy is okay.
Yep.
It'll do the trick.
And if I had room in my fridge, I got this honking big beer. I should show you this big stout that I got like for Father's Day or something. I got a few of them, and I was gonna put it in and save myself the trouble of going up and down the stairs, you know, because I'm old. And there's no room in the fridge, so what are you gonna do? So I got backup. I got 2 Stellas in the fridge upstairs. This was chilling in the freezer down here.
Right.
So it's all good. It's all good.
Here, let's have a look at the storm to come, okay?
All right.
What you have to look forward to. Give me a sec. No, that won't do it. Let's see. Yeah, see this?
Oh. Yeah. See the lightning, man. Wow. So, Paul, you heading out to the truck tonight or what? Sit there. Hold your arm out the window with your finger up.
Yeah, pretty cool. Nice lightning show when I was driving home.
No kidding. Wow. Yeah, about an hour and a half should be here.
10-degree difference from outside to inside. Crazy, eh?
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll drop the temperature a bit, but the humidity will still make it feel like it's a good 25.
That's pretty cool.
Pardon me, still run around in your undies weather, that's for sure.
Well, don't put that
I speak for myself.
I fucking post it. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing a little catch up. I didn't catch up on everything, but I noticed, Paul, you like those shorts? I love those undies, man. They are very cozy.
They're fantastic.
Apparently, you don't understand sarcasm.
I'm taking it for love, man. It's awesome.
That's funny.
There's more lighting in here.
Wait till you see my ACDC undies.
That's real dedication.
That lightning bolt is woo, yeah.
Bushpa, I'm gonna drop and I'll come right back.
Aye. Steve, what's going on, man?
Chilling, man. You?
You down in the basement, nice and cool down there?
No, I'm upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Your room's upstairs.
Trust your parents got AC, man, or something?
Yeah. That's why I can wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, no kidding. That's brutal.
There we go.
Yeah, it is.
There he is.
Bushpa.
It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
This one? It's better.
All right. I think we got it.
What the hell are you doing this?
What's that about, bro?
Unnecessary
night.
Boom the position, motherfucker!
It's prop night. The guitar, a light.
No, it's not prop night.
We're getting a show here tonight.
Wait till he gets the step ladder. Yeah.
Can't you see this?
Ask
About my old.
I guess that's what the new format is.
What is that, a bowling trophy or something?
We watch it. He becomes the guy with the big handbag there. You know, you see what I got in my handbag. That's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a remnant from the last time the mothership came to visit him. They left him the probe to be tested on him.
Is that the probe?
That's right.
I got a probe in my bag here. You know.
I wouldn't go announcing that.
And it came down and they gave me a chiclet. Yeah.
A chiclet, right?
They said, we heard you have a liking for chiclets. Let me give you one.
Because in here, it's like fucking 28 degrees in my garage. I'm not going to last long, and I don't want the big light on because I'm going to crack the door.
Right. Smart.
So you turned on the probe? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Actually,
oh dear.
But no, last week when you dropped off, Jim, we were discussing a format for this, that we should just talk shop for the first half hour, 45 minutes, and then we can...
We let the liquor kick in, and then we have a good time. Okay.
Whose idea was that, eh?
Liquor's quicker. Wine's fine, but liquor's quicker.
So
I can give a drum lesson from my bed over here. You see, you take your two sticks, one in one hand and one in the other, and your 2 feet, and you just clonk and bash and this and that until you get something that sounds like a tempo.
Right.
let me go get my script.
Yeah, go get the script.
Oh, he's got a script. Nice.
Steve,
You got a script.
I remember
Who
something
writes
else.
scripts?
Script.
Who writes scripts?
I'll give you a script.
Enzo writes scripts.
Seriously.
No, I write scripts.
Yeah, we all suffer from scriptitis. Don't we?
Yeah, scriptitis, because when you're trying to do a video and trying to say something, you go
That's right.
and that's your teleprompter. Only problem is the teleprompter is very vocal. So you say, well, I'm gonna have to find some kind of editing fucking tool and edit myself out about 30 times in a 15-minute video and turn it into a fucking 3-minute video.
Hey, listen, that's what it's all about. Trust me. I'm a YouTuber. I have 84 channels, and you write scripts, and then you get what's called off book. Your script is there. It's somewhere. It's on a page. It's in your head. Whatever. This script exists, and you don't act like you're on a script. But what you did, Steve, very fucking cool. It makes me want to do a more pro version of our intro. That's how inspiring it was. You really you raised the bar. I wasn't expecting it, and when I saw the two of you guys doing it, I'm like, oh, Enzo's been writing fucking movies for us for fucking 3 years, right? I mean, he knows, yeah, we're gonna fucking do the Beatles animation and bubbles coming out of our ears. Crazy talk.
No, but Steve's is more of it belongs on the Soulmason page, whereas mine was more for my friends, and it wasn't a real
Right.
Yeah, but yours was there.
Huh?
What you said, that was there. It was on the Soulmasons page, wasn't it?
No. No, because
You
I asked Paul.
fucker, you got me to talk, and I put it on the actual Soulmasons
Didn't I?
page.
I thought I shared it. Did I share it on Soulmasons? No.
Oh, maybe. No, but you gave me the app because you said you need a special app to post it. You gave me the link for the app.
I think I shared it, bro. Fuck, I'm sorry if I didn't. I thought I did.
Doesn't matter.
No, it matters. It matters. Hey, listen, you know what? Right now, I think something is better than nothing. So what you guys are doing is perfect. We all want the final version to be the best. In the meantime, there is no final version of everything.
Yeah, we're just practicing.
Right.
You know what they say?
Exactly.
Practice makes perfect.
Are
So
we?
listen, for all of you 5 viewers that we have, and I'm not talking about the band members, thank you. You are our guinea pigs.
That's it. I was gonna say.
Talking to you, Brad.
Can you see if
Brad, Ken,
anybody's?
and Carmen,
It's
thank you.
Brad and Ken. That's who's following us and trying to chat with us.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to monitor now. I'm going to go on the YouTube.
I was gonna say, so
monitor our
could-
live feed.
Cool. I was gonna
In
say, can we
case
see
someone
if
says, "Fuck you, Soulmasons," we'll be able to respond back. It'll be great.
And be careful, they might have started a band themselves.
Yeah, you never know.
Just to
Brad's
do this.
playing Canada Day in
Just to do this dribble.
Oshawa? What the hell are you talking about,
Ripfest.
Enz?
Yeah, he's in a big country band now.
Really?
Yeah, okay, but he's playing in Oshawa.
Was it Oshawa? I don't know.
That's
GM
too
plant.
far away.
I can't remember.
A GM plant.
No.
Yeah, Brad.
That's where Oshawa is.
Yeah, that's what Oshawa is.
I mean, it could be in Oshawa. I'd say he's probably in Kitchener at some
Or
beer
something.
garden.
Maybe Kitchener. I can't remember.
Now that sounds more like a hillbilly shit kicking.
Christ, it's
Town.
bad as footballs in here. Ugh.
The only thing I know about Oshawa, Ontario, is when you're driving through it, you go, here comes Toronto in the freaking traffic. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
And the chevrons.
Here we go. The live stream. Guys, we're live on YouTube. What's this?
Live,
We discuss
woo,
Soulmasons
live.
chat.
It's Saturday night.
And the chevrons.
Here we go.
And
Look, guys, the Soulmasons are live.
Oh, fuck. Look at the lag. That's cool.
Shit. Echo. All right, turn down the volume.
Interesting.
Okay.
Content.
Somewhat
Yeah, so good. I
disturbing.
can see the live chat. And
Content.
if anyone wants to chat, guys, we're monitoring you now. We can keep track of your chat. No promise that the responses are going to be,
Coherent.
Thank you. Show me a beer. Nice.
Thanks.
Cheers, buddy.
I know I'm going to join you guys.
From 2 parts of town, man. The same
Yeah.
idea.
Coherence. Soon to be going right down the tubes.
Okay. So before we get to the old shit, I want to congratulate Paul on kicking the ass out of that fucking song.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold
Cartoon
on.
Friday? What?
Let me
Or
say.
No.
Let
Oh,
me-
no, from a
Let me
stone.
let me rephrase what Enzo just said. I'd like to thank Paul for doing something. Wow, he did something. Woo! Yeah. Fuck.
I listened to it about 10 minutes ago, or just before we got on, and I was just, Steve, you were up next, and then the call came through as I was. But yeah, I like that. I mean, you took what Enzo did and you took it to a different place. And when you first started doing it, I was like, this kind of sounds kind of Rush-ish, like it's got this kind of, I don't know, kind of 2112 vibe, on some of the tunes. I'm like, yeah, and then it fell into its own, like, it was Soulmasonified, But yeah, very cool, very cool.
Glad you approve. Thank
I
you.
know. Listen to
The
it once.
problem in my head that I always had with that one is even when me and Steve tried it a couple of weeks ago, I just couldn't see it as a full band song the way I played it. But that was the only way I could ever play it. But the way you opened it up, it's like, yeah, I hear bass, I hear drums, I hear electric guitar now. The other way, it was a folk tune in my head. It was always like a folk tune. But
I have to admit, when
I made my
you
life
hear,
easier.
when you listen to a Zeppelin song, I mean, we have had no new material ever to listen to from them. I only got the massive hits. But when I think that all the stories that I heard about Zeppelin come from, old blues songs, right? That's the rip-off stories that they they stole from all of the good blues greats, and which is fine. Okay, but that's half the music that we know. But there's something that happens when I think about a Soulmason song. I immediately go to this place in my head, and it's not the same sound. It just means to say, like, I have this feeling that it has to be. You could give me a fucking cheesecake, and it's suddenly there's a Soulmason flavor. It has to be this. And so whether you say, Enzo, it's a folk song or whatever, Jim, it's AC/DC, it's whatever, Steve, it's Rush. It's, to me, they all sort of need to transcend into, because I can hear Steve, Enzo, Jim, me. I know where it's going to be. It has to be at the part of the same pie. So I'm glad you like it. It is as yet unfinished. There's that arpeggio part that I want to build into it. And the breathiness of the double spacing, I guess you'd want to call it. Mm-hmm. Doubling the length that it takes to sing that pre-chorus. Yeah, it's a pre-chorus. That was important because you're trying to say a lot, and there's a lot more lyrics that you sent me, which is great. So it's all going to be in the same structure, and I got to get familiar with it. That's why I stopped it when I did, because I don't know the song by heart yet.
Well, no, but the rest of it was all up for grabs, right? The rest of the lyrics, I said, go. You kind of wrote them on the fly that night on Messenger or on whatever, on Facebook.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, anyway, more to come. So and that took me literally 10 minutes. So if I'm not a fucking slacker anymore, I'll be able to do the same fucking process for anything else and it's good what you said. I appreciate your 18,000 videos, Enzo. Very cool. We have a for anyone watching this, we have we call it the Soulmasons Green Room, which you are not fucking allowed to see. It's our private little space.
Please don't.
And you don't want to see. That's where the underwear happens. And we share ideas there.
Clothes on?
Okay, yeah, well, clothing is optional on that channel. But it's good. It's our little scratch pad. And so, Enzo, great that you fucking post every day almost, like incessant videos to keep us inspired. And thank you for that, because it's really helpful, really motivating. And so when I saw the one that you said, that the only thing in the title said, new idea and a friendly reminder or a friendly hint, or they're like, I bet you that's about me. Sure enough. By the way, Paul, finish from a stone. Finish from a stone. Done. Guitar, fucking patio. God damn it.
But
I got it. It took no time. It took no time.
It's ironic because the way it's written, the way you played it, taking what you took from it, it fits your style.
Yes.
It's like it just falls into the way you play. Like, I know we're going to go back and forth a bit, and it's going to change. It's going to vary here and there.
Big time. It's going to change more.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, like you hear Jim now, and like now I can hear Jim doing something. I can hear myself doing something different. Whereas before, there was no room the way it was. It was, and that's it. There was nothing to it, But it's so cool. It's so cool.
We're gonna have fun with it. Like, I mean, I have a very strict sort of regimen in my head about syllables and timing and phrasing and how many syllables in a line is too much or on purpose,
which is very important.
It's the whole thing happens when you take that and boom. What's the song that I keep bitching about? And I'm sorry, your lyrics that we said we were gonna attack. Exactly.
As it comes.
I want to apply that syllabus to the fucking, that lexicon needs to be on that song. It's a fucking good song. And I watched, I got two quick funny stories. So I watched a little snip of a late in the episode of our live broadcast from a couple of weeks back. We're all fucking shit-faced. And like, it's just fucking hilarious. I'm laughing my ass off. And then I'm down at my mom's the other night. And she goes, I watched one of your videos. I'm like, which one, bro? The cooking, the music? No, the Soulmasons video. Like, oh, you watched that? Yes. Wow. You know what it reminds me of? I'm like, what? She says, we went to Cuba when you were 14 or 15 years old. And I remember you came up to us and I looked at you and you looked funny. You looked different. And what's wrong with you? Are you okay? And I realized you were shit-faced on Cuban rum. And I'd never seen you shit-faced before. That's what it felt like watching the Soulmason go. Like, what's wrong with? Oh, he's shit-faced. And the first thing that I thought was, oh, I hope you don't say anything stupid. Like, don't watch the episode. The whole thing is fucking fucking funny. So, Ma, if you're watching, I love you. Sorry. A big glass of scotch. It's not going to get better.
It's only going to get better from here.
Cheers, you.
It's all good, guys, because my mom is here listening in the next room, so she doesn't even know how to watch it.
Hi, Mom. We love you.
Leave me alone. I'm watching my my France and the thing travel things. You know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Continuing.
Sorry,
Lance,
did I get off topic a little bit?
No.
Where's your propaganda there, Enz?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. What's this?
You even printed it out. Did you type real words?
Discuss. Shit to discuss. Soulmason chat. Roger that.
Was that a?
Yeah, I read all that.
That
meant
or
I have to wear a t-shirt.
It's about time.
Yes.
Yes,
All
it
we have
is.
to do is, are we agreed? Jim, do you know about the line we have to change?
The line? I don't know any words.
Let's not say
You know,
the line.
speaky habla
Right.
inglés.
There's a line that is in respect to one of us.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
We're
We're
changing.
going to change.
Yeah. Yes.
And the line is, well, I gave her everything, but she said she needed more. That's the new line.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now do I need
Everyone
to weed out the word? I need
Alert
to
the military.
forget the words that I don't remember anyway? Is that? Yeah.
No, but
Dr.
but all I wanna
Dementia here.
say, well, to do this,
Yeah.
you can do it with the one that's there, right? I don't need to remix. You can sing over it, and then I'll just slip it in. Okay.
We
So-
can do an AM voice if you want. You know, like whatever. Make it different on purpose instead of trying to match the paint. You know, whatever.
Whatever. Try with
Yeah,
it,
that makes sense.
and then I'll fix it. So that one, okay, cool. T.
Yes.
T.
No, he is
Yes.
alive.
No,
I
he
am
didn't install.
listening.
He's there. He just doesn't
I
move.
know he's there.
Did you get anywhere with actually recording the Lady in the Den?
No.
Okay, what's the hang up?
The hang up is that the
He's calling
language
us out
thing-
online. He's fucking calling us out live. Where are you at with that project? We're at 10% efficiency. Productivity's down. Marketing, get on that.
Okay, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jim.
At 10 o'clock at night. Can you imagine
Run,
that?
Jim, run.
10
I got-
o'clock at
I got
night.
a
You're
10:30
bugging me like
appointment. Good
where I am with the fucking beat.
He's coming
I'll
for
give
you
you a
next, buddy.
fucking beat.
So go ahead. I'll stand guard. Go,
Oh.
Jim. Run. I'll take it. I'll hit the grenade. Got it. Got it.
It's the
See
pleasure.
if the guitarist.
Kaboom. Isn't it supposed to be like this, Enz? No.
Okay.
Oh, what's wrong, Steve?
I'm going to get a Twitter account.
What's wrong, Steve?
That's how shit.
You can
That's
read
how
something on
shitty
that
it is. You
face.
asking me that question, you know? That's how Donald Trump got elected. What, you're going to ask me questions now? Fuck it, I'm getting Twitter. I'll tell you what I do at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're asking me? I worked for fucking 2 days last week in getting that thing to work. The Scarlet and the Ableton are talking to each other, but they're not ready to fuck yet. You know, they're not ready.
They didn't get
Because
the
Scarlet
only
fixes
on
all
one day.
the microphones, but the Ableton is not. You know, even though everything is set the way it's supposed to be. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but it's a 698-page manual on PDF. Ableton.
Wow. And we
So I'm
told
like,
you,
Don't
okay.
hit
And
print,
me and
Steve,
Paul
huh?
told you.
No, I'm not printing it.
Throw it in the fucking garbage and Google every question you need to ask.
All I want to
100%.
know is if it's going to record me audio, and number two, if I can just have a few synth and keyboard things. That's all I want out of 698 pages. Is that too much to ask? You know, so I'm like scrolling down
Very
pages.
simple by
I get to the
recording
recording
your
part. I did find it.
You know what? They should have called it Unableton.
Unable to.
No, Paul. These people are so smart and so sarcastic that they called it Ableton. You fucking retard. You're never gonna get this. They are real jokers. I'm gonna go watch them.
It's basically a thumbs down, upside down. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I do want to ask one more technical question, Steve. Can you actually play with the guide track I sent you? Does that come through your headphones?
That's not even a problem. That's the least of my worries. It's getting this fucking gear to get work. That's all it is. The guide track I can do it. I can even listen to the original, but it's too fast, and we changed the tempo to it. That's not even the least of my worries. I have it. I'm just gonna, that's the other thing. I gotta create a 7th track to listen to it. You see, when I had the Sonar, it was easy. I got it working and everything. I showed you, right?
Yes.
I recorded the beat for 20 minutes. You saw that I got it working because I know how to work with that shit. I've been working for like fucking 12, 13 years. But now because Sonar did what they did, and they cut all the fiends who have the not the pirated copies, but the copies of other people's that you can't put the registration on. They fucked it. You press this and it's over.
Go ahead, Paul.
But what?
Sorry to interrupt. So I know I'm being a little bit simpleton here because I have a 2-channel input, all right? But I honestly believe whether it's 2 ins, 8 ins, 75 ins, doesn't make a fucking difference. The big issue, the big hurdle to overcome is computer, sound card. They have to be in bed on day one. They got to be penetration and everything has got to be working. And getting there with, Layla or Ableton and fucking. So buy a gun and it's fucking it's tough. It's tough every single time that
guns are expensive.
And you've got you've got an Intel or you've got an AMD chip or suddenly there's a little glitch. There's a patch and So what you're doing is you're spending 17 years Googling how to fucking fix. I want to get it. Give me the fucking track. Record me now. That's it. That's all you want.
No, just show me a little flutter, and show me that the sound is coming in on the fucking,
So the way I remember doing this. Trust me, like 10 years ago and 15 years ago and 5 years ago at different stages with different setups, the same problem. Problem solved when I bought the sound card. It doesn't matter if it's 2-channel. That's my UR22 whatever fucking.
Yeah, I've seen these.
Okay? Now I could have bought. I don't know. It could have been a Steinberg 8-channel input as opposed to a 2-channel. And I'm not selling Steinberg. I don't give a fuck the company. The thing that I bought, the physical, where you plug in your mic XLR jacks, came in a box with a CD with Cubase on it, or it could have been Sonar, it could have been fucking Pro Tools, because it's made to work with that. And so save yourself the fucking aggravation. Don't bother paying for the psychiatrist to solve your fucking craziness.
Psychiatrist, that's another fucking cost.
If you look, I know money is an object. So I'm not saying spend. All I'm saying is that this is more for Jim because it's going to be your debacle. Learn from Steve right now. He's having this massive fucking. He can't answer Enzo's question because he's fucking fighting with a computer, and it's a frustrating thing. You don't have time for that. We got better shit to do. So there you go. There you go. If it's for drums, Steve, I get you're not gonna do it with 2. You need 8 or more. And I know you wanted to do 16 with your light pipe, the fiber optic cable, but it might be an investment to get 1 8-channel input. And I would, volunteer to pitch in for that to make sure that you can get a piece of hardware that comes with software that works with that. Automatic.
Where is it? Fuck, where is it? This one. Where is
Record
it?
new line for baby.
Baby.
New arrangement changes. Ask
Bird cage lining.
Again. Right. To start the tracking. Bring Enzo. Enzo is your expert. If Enzo can fucking go over and hammer the shit out of it, that's great. But
hey, Steve, I'll try.
All I need is a signal from the fucking thing. It's all set up. It recognizes a Scarlet.
Wait,
it recognizes it.
if you're getting it through the headphones to play with, it's there. It's enabling your record that you're not getting to do, right? That's basically it.
It's going through the speakers, but it's not going through the headphones.
Oh, okay.
That's the conundrum.
Okay, so
He's got an
Ableton-
IO issue, man. It's a driver.
Because I'm tapping on the
IO
mics
issue,
and I'm getting
for sure.
I'm getting a signal. Because
Okay,
that means
so-
that it's... Go ahead.
So when you play with the guide track, you're playing through your speakers. You're not playing through headphones. You're just listening to it from your computer direct.
I just got my headphones this week. I just got my Audio Technicas this week, so I didn't even plug them in and try them yet. So,
Oh, okay. No, so you've been all right, cool. But so that guide track is fine. Whatever the timing is good, right?
all
right.
Enzo, all that is fine. Everything's good. There's no problem. That's not even the issue. That's like the easy part. The hard part is just to get this signal going like this. Go, show me bass drum, and that's it. And tom and this like the Sonar was doing until it fucking wiped itself out for some reason and it didn't exist anymore. It didn't receive my project.
Two things, okay? One, I'm gonna try and come down this week and see if I can do something with you. Second
I'll have the
thing-
Motrin ready.
Right.
in regards to, all right, you've been playing with it, you're having fun with it, you're doing stuff, but you're stuck because you can't record and there's nothing else to record with. That's what this was about. I'm going to go through every song because what I intend to do, I'll do the guide tracks for everything now, after we decide if this is cool or not. Because then it gives you a chance to just play with the shit and work on your chops and everything. Even if you're not recording, at least you're playing different stuff and it opens. Because if you're stuck playing the same fucking thing over and over, it's kind of...
Yeah, the drum set is right behind me. Whenever I have to take a break,
Okay.
I do walk away from it. I go play or I just sit down and have a smoke or whatever. And I just,
So, all right.
I have my ways to relax. I don't spend like hours on it.
All right, next.
Hey, Enz, before you go on, that first thing, new line for baby. What the hell's baby? Who's baby?
Never mind.
Lindbergh?
I was going to say Lindbergh, baby, yeah.
We discussed that already, Jim. That was the first thing we discussed.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Yes. All right, got it. Yeah,
We need a sarcasmometer. Sarcasmometer. Boom.
Yes.
Regarding time.
I'm with you. All right.
Regarding time. Are we agreed? No tempo or arrangement changes, as is.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Might have to pee, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. Think about it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't need to
I'm good with that
tonight.
too. I'd like to.
When we jammed it, did we fart around with something that was like?
No.
No, eh? We didn't. Okay.
We played it as is. It's one of the only songs that we played as is perfectly.
Please, less work better. Good. Excellent. Done.
Excuse me, that slipped out.
Okay. Here and now, same thing, except for the ending.
Which we worked out. Which I'm gonna work on lessening that part.
Actually, Steve, what I counted the old one actually in time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and something on the one. So it's perfect in time, surprisingly for us. So I don't think we need to slow it down, even though that one is whatever, but I think it has a groove, as is.
Listen, I mean, Enz, you're talking about doing guide tracks for all of this. If you, let's say you do it. I mean, you're taking a live off the floor track, and you're trying to guess: is it 120? Is it 130? Is it one? We go from there's 10 to 15 beats per minute change in every song. À peu près, là.
Yeah.
So you're gonna arbitrarily pick a beat, I would say closer to the beginning of the song, so that we're less adrenaline and less, crazy. It might change. It might change. One of us
what I did
may come back and say, try to do it, 2 beats faster, 2 beats slower, whatever.
Yeah, what I did with Lady is I checked to see if it stayed constant through, and it was 128 all the way through. And that's why I dropped it for 126. I'm going to do the same thing with these.
Perfect.
Night to the Bishop. You guys there?
Bishop? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All I heard was Jim burping.
Oh, I didn't burp that time.
I'm cool with the
Good
arrangement.
excuse.
Cool with everything. There's just one thing we have to change. We have to get rid of Martin Sheen.
I know.
Nens, you told them about it now, you doofus. People gonna heard that. They know they can,
But I
all
have
5 of our viewers, they know now. Enzo.
That's right. Now we're gonna get
the
nailed.
language I don't speak.
What if Paul is
What was that fucking Pikachu came out of nowhere? No,
the hell?
by the way,
Whoa.
my
Oops.
middle name is Paul Sheen. Thank you. And
What the hell did I do?
hold on, let's do a test. I was going to the worst place in the world, and I didn't even know it yet. Fuck!
There you go. But you
So,
sound
we
more
have
like
that
Jack
option.
Nicholson.
We have that option. Or I was actually thinking of you reciting a paragraph of In Flanders Field.
Why not?
That's
Why
a good
not?
idea. I
Or-
like that.
Oh, don't get fucking poetic on me, motherfucker. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, if you don't, anyway, Knights Your Bishop is about World War II. So I did a lot of research before Wikipedia.
No,
This is
no. Your
Pre-Wikipedia.
first paragraph is World War One.
That's true. That's
World War
true.
I.
Absolutely. So, thank you. And the thing is that there's no internet back then. It's just encyclopedias.
We're
That's
old.
Post-Secondary 5. I'm so smart.
Encyclopedias.
Yeah.
World War. Fuck. But the fun thing is that there's a poetic database. Believe it or not,
Really?
poem database out there. There's all kinds of interesting, stuff that has been written by soldiers and all that. So that would be cool. I would like that. I think that would be a fun research project.
So it's not.
See
It's not.
something that is meaningful and actual historic. That would be cool.
Yeah, and it's public domain. So
Well, there's that, and if it's World War One, definitely public domain. But it's authentic. More importantly, to me, I would rather. I mean, who's going to sue us because we used, in Iran, vet that says, I wrote this poem. You're going to fucking say thank you,
all right, so talk that
That's
one
cool.
up.
All right.
Next.
Are you ready
Sorry,
to sit down
but
on your
before you
paper
move
ends?
on, by the time we get to that, the song's done.
No, but I mean, it's all stuff because I'm gonna start fiddling with it. I've taken an extended vacation, so I'm gonna start fiddling with the guide tracks, and because there's some of the existing stuff I can use and drop it in if we keep it the same way as a background or this or whatever. So, but still, for me, it's good as is, except for the intro and the ending.
Wandering Still. Yeah. All right. Well, when we're talking about signing off on this, we're talking about the structure and we're re-recording everything, right?
Yeah. We're going to re-record, so you can come up with different parts. I'm just talking about arrangement and tempo. For Wandering Still, I like the arrangement. I like the tempo. The only thing that bugs me is the intro, where we drag it on before we all come in.
Yeah.
And the faded ending, which all fades drive me nuts. It's like we're too lazy to come up with
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, when it's necessary, I get it. But okay, you know what? I'm going to say yes for now.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And I have to
coherent and commitment. Yes. All right.
I've punched in at a night shift before. I'm not new to that.
What?
It's just because
I've punched into a night shift before.
Okay.
I'm not new to it.
When we re-record it, it's gonna change. So all of everything Steve feels it. I get it. I can't wait to fucking fix that bobo in the fourth verse, the bobble that I made, whatever. That's where I want to be with the bass, with the vocal, whatever guitar you let me play. It's just we have a surplus of guitarists in this fucking band. So I'm not gonna be the guitarist, but whenever I want to. Whenever invited to add a guitar, it's gonna be fucking tasty. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna not be what you guys play, and it has to be perfect. So vocally, I got a big challenge there. Backup vocals.
Oh.
So I want it to be perfect.
That's something that's going to be much later on. But I want to incorporate a lot more backups in this too.
And it doesn't have to be vocal. It could just be. you know, Foley, right? Foley effects.
Mm-hmm.
Take that to the extreme and add it in like ambient. Anyway.
I was gonna say earlier, just to be, you know, a dumbass. I was gonna say, you know, you're whistling at the beginning, Paul. Or replace it with a. I was gonna say a kazoo, but that's just being completely entirely foolish. But then in my head, I had a tin whistle going, you know, like you hear in Celtic music.
Nice.
But I was thinking like to be a dumbass, but it could actually be.
Don't say tin whistle.
That's more like the Titanic.
Fuck.
The train's leaving at 2 in the morning.
The way the song goes at the beginning with, you know, with the whistle that you do, I think it's awesome. But in my head, I'm thinking, nah. And I think I have it's actually not a tin whistle. It's a little wood one. It's not made out of tin. Aiden had it yesterday. He was leaving to go somewhere with it. He's got his tablet with him, his headphones, right, and the little wooden tin whistle that looks like it's from Peru or something. It's got all the colors painted. I'm like,
very
where the hell are you going with that? Like, what goes through your head? What's the plan? Tablet, headphones. I got my towel. I'm going to and you got a tin whistle. What the hell? Where why didn't you bring a kazoo and a xylophone?
That's the Sutton gene kicking in right there, buddy.
I guess. You know, what? Okay, son, put the tin whistle back on the counter there. I don't know what it's doing on the counter in the first place. Anyway, I digress.
That's fun.
A tin whistle.
Oh, I like that. Look, that kind of shit is better
so a tin fun. Whistle than some rope and chloroform.
That's what I need for my kids sometimes. Okay.
That's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, you're right. Enzo, you're sick, but you are right.
Ain't that right?
Better than a fucking golden bullet. I'll tell you right now, that shit is not good.
Okay, so what I meant about the intro, I'll try and remember, gentlemen, how it goes. There's the whole whistle. Then you sing a line. Jim stops playing his intro and he goes into the actual chords of the song. Where he does one bar of that, then I join him, then the bass comes in, and then Steve rolls in. What I'm hearing is, back home, bang. None of the, just bang, boom. That's what I'm sort of hearing. So I'll try and do a rough take of that and see what you guys think.
Right.
So, can I make a throw-in suggestion here?
Of course.
So, in not in one measure, but the 4 measures that lead up. Okay. Right now we've got 4 measures of just one instrument, 4 measures of another instrument. So take all of that and do the same thing in one measure. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You know, like we all join in, but after a beat as opposed to 4 beats.
Yeah, that's cool too. That's cool.
Something, I don't know, that could be fun. That would require practice.
Or extreme digital editing.
Yeah, wow, fuck. When Steve gets his shit figured out, man, he can practice till the cows come home and send that shit to us. Work on this, guys. And I will reciprocate on my fucking system with my 2 input. How about that?
You guys are so lucky for that.
And the ending, it's another fade. What I want to do is work in the famous $50,000 change, the CGD change that we do in the first verse. I want to end on that. So,
bow. Yeah. Good. Love it.
Cool. All right, next song. Bridges. What do you want to do with it, Paul?
Cross it.
You like it?
Bridges, crossing bridges. I want to include the band. That's what I want to do with it. Fuck.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
Wait. Structure-wise, the way I cut it, the new version. Want to go with that, or you want to change that one?
Well, the new version's fine. I'm not worried about that. The thing that happens when I start to fucking play around with shit, you know me. Oh, it just became a reggae song. You know, like, I mean, I'm sorry. So I want to play with it. That one I don't want to play with.
Okay.
But what I do want to do is Soulmason Afayette.
Well, he wants to do drums on it.
Yeah, you're fucking right. Absolutely.
So,
It's an acoustic ballad. It needs to become a band song. So we can do low volume rock. We know how to do it. We've done it. So
we do.
Okay, let me put this out. This is an important song. It's a very important. They're all important, but this one I think is a primordial Soulmason song. We need to.
It is the first one.
Yeah, exactly. We need to pay it immense tribute, immense respect. So I don't want to play with it by myself. Like I will. I have. I will continue to do so. But what I'm going to suggest is, can I invite any one of you? I mean, sorry, Steve. No disrespect, but Jim Ends. Do you want to make a new musical suggestion for it? Like what I did with with From a Stone. That's what I'm about to suggest. Me, patio, couple of beers, something new flavor.
Go. You hold it. It's you.
I'll make you a sandwich.
You're on. FedEx that shit. Hot dog.
All I was gonna do was I was gonna guide track it, but like to a metronome and follow that arrangement. That's all I was planning on doing. So go for it. Go. Come do whatever you want.
May I make that my next project?
Sure.
Send me a guilt-ridden video on Facebook. Green Room. Paul, work on bridges. Work on bridges. You fucking slack-ass bastard. And I will work on bridges. I already know it. I already got it in my head. It's there. It's there. The hard part is it's not even hard. It's just getting it from there to you.
No, just do it.
Crossing bridges.
Add more intensity in certain parts, dynamics. That song is as flat. It's as flat as a beer that's been lying there for 6 hours. Sometimes.
Fun.
There's a name for that. Call that Jeff Tablet.
It's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers first jam on it, Under the Bridge, guys. If you don't funk this up, we owe $10 million to it.
We're gonna jump off the bridge.
Right. Yeah. No, we're gonna cross the bridge when we get there. No problem.
This is easy. This is easy. I say nothing. Touch nothing. Just do it new today. Breathless.
Awesome.
New today?
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean by new today?
Jim, I mean we're gonna re-record it.
That's it.
But I'm not changing the arrangement or the tempo.
Right.
All this is about arrangement and tempo, so I can create a guide track for Steve, and then we can all start putting parts whenever we want.
Slow it down.
A little bit. It is slow, Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Excuse me.
2 or 3.
What are you saying? Read between the lines. What?
Yeah. Okay.
What's the chords?
Steve, what's the chords?
I would tell you, Jim.
E minor, B minor.
Hey?
E minor, B minor. Yeah. E minor, B minor. Starts on E. Well,
Come again?
Fuck, I don't have a guitar.
What the hell? Hang on.
Come on, help me out, guys.
He knows it. He's just fucking with you. That's all, you idiots.
I heard something crash
Jim.
upstairs.
What's
I'll be back. The storm might be here. Blew in a window or something.
You got this, buddy.
What was that?
Going, Jim.
Whoa, what the fuck? What the hell happened here, man?
Nice fire alarm, buddy.
Yeah, no shit, thanks. No, dude, that's an out from my air exchanger. No, I hope I heard a big crash.
That's just me.
The caca, she crashed. What the hell is that, man?
P.S. We have 0 chat on the live feed. I'm just warning you.
Oh my, we gotta stoke it up a notch.
If any of you fuckers are watching, come on.
Hang on. I'll take my shirt off if I have to. Why did this fall over? What the hell? Okay, anyway,
what
tomorrow.
What are you supposed to be doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I heard a crash and I came over, and the crash is all this shit that's on
That's
the floor.
the fucking shitty diapers that just landed down in the basement. Just throw in the fucking garbage and have done with it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, something crashed. Anyway, I didn't hear anything. You guys, this is it's off the record. I heard nothing. I wasn't in the room, and it just crashed. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I believe you.
Tomorrow, I said, yeah, what the hell did you do? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. That's my MO. All right.
There it is.
Okay, the white door is there. Paul, continue.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to throw our... what was he called it earlier?
The actual technical update is taking the whole episode.
Wow.
I love it. What do you mean? No drunken banter about fucking underwear and tulips? Jeez Christ.
I'm so glad TV Ontario Channel 27 is not showing Rock School anymore.
You know, watching the Alouettes? What are they playing? Saskatchewan tonight?
Where?
Where?
In
my backyard. Same thing.
If I had to move there, you would never see me again, and somebody would have to fucking tell me say the eulogy.
See, you'd be caught in the crop circles walking around there. Where the hell am I? I don't see
what the hell is that? In a fucking white building with weed in it?
Hey, before you get started, Jim, what do you think of this, guys? No. Oh. Shit. Oh, come on. Give me a second. I'm not drunk. I'm just fucking having technical difficulties.
I like it. And as acousticy kind of like, as it is, I hear like a kind of really fast beat with it. No, I don't hear no disco duck shit. No,
I'm hearing more like dun 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 with the highest going. That's it.
Steve's already got a beat for it, for sure.
I don't know. That's what I kind of hear with that's about all I hear. Yep. But
you're not going to forget that, are you?
We have
it
on tape.
That's why it's on video. It's all good. Remember, minute, I don't know, 146.
No, Jim, guaranteed no baby duck beats.
Yeah, no baby duck.
You don't want that.
Okay, so I'll do a slower breathless, and we'll see what it sounds like. Next.
Thank you.
Next. All right. Again, for arrangement and tempo, no changes. Mobile Man. But I want to try.
What's the butt? There's no butts on that tune. I'll give you a butt. Hang on. Where's my ass cabo?
But this stems from.
I re-engineered the beginning of the song, by the way. Simpler, you're gonna love it.
Whatever. Never mind.
Fuck you. I'm doing what I gotta do for that song. I heard it. That boom, 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 boom coming in. That's so fucking amateur. Fuck it.
Okay.
It's been tormenting.
I got it.
I'm about to change the beginning of the song.
Don't get too excited about it, Steve. I got it.
That's a retard hanging around with a retard kind of fucking coming beat. Yeah, I'm this. I'm gonna do this too. But wait, when I leave to go get some hot dogs, I'm gonna wear my pass on my fucking chest when I see the bus driver. Fuck that. Fuck it. I already figured it out. I already rehearsed it fucking 20 times. It works.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'm going to take a leak, and you're coming with me. Fucking right. It's okay. Don't worry. We're not going to do the important parts. Yes, I have my dick in my hands. Go. Ends. What's next?
Okay, no. Mobile Man, this stems from last week's conversation.
Take me seriously while I'm taking a pee. Come on.
Which was also that beginning that I made you guys hear from that Queens of the Stone Age song. So how about if I fool around with a build-up like that for Mobile Man, like a 50-second, a minute, crazy fucking feedback, pounding bass, drum, dun dun dun, and it builds up and it just smashes in, Steve. How would that tickle your fancy?
We're still talking about Mobile Man here?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Notice you're talking louder so we don't
I want to hear it.
You know, Paul's prostate.
I gotta work on something.
No, but I want to hear it. Like, you know what you did when you went over to the studio? Jim's, Jim's studio. Steve's studio.
Yeah.
Jim doesn't have a studio yet.
No, not yet.
But that would be fucking cool. I'd like to hear that.
You better have a helicopter to bring me there, because I ain't fucking driving there every week.
Yeah. Well,
A helipad. Yeah, you gonna build a helipad in your yard?
one day. That's the dream.
That's a dream. Exactly.
But Ends, I'd like to hear that. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, I'll try something. I got a couple ideas for bass and guitar and some drum stuff, and I'll do something on the DAW, and then I'll drop it. And if it's worth,
it'll come organically. What I mean to say is, I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear you on your red guitar playing it with Steve, because you are a different man when you play with Steve.
Yes.
You know the Snickers ad. You know, you're a different person when you're hungry.
Yeah.
That's
I was
you.
gonna say I was thinking almond joy. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. But
My below.
Wrong
Has
ad,
a first
wrong
name. It's OSCAR.
yes,
I know that.
did I tell you I googled that a while ago?
I'm the one who hands the Snicker bar out.
Once time between
Yeah,
two
that's
meetings.
right. You're the Snicker, man.
You know, that's gonna lay me back about $2 almost. You know,
$2, no
Angela's
shit.
a friend. You know, you're a friend. $2. What's $2 fucking for a friend?
Often my wife questions my sanity. I come up for lunch. I'm a little stressed at work, and I see something. I go, "Well, my first name is what the hell?" The Oscar Mayer. I start singing the song, right? She's looking at me like, as I'm eating my sandwich, "What are you saying?" I go, "Where the hell were you in the '70s?" Watching French TV. I'm like, the Oscar Mayer Wiener kid. My Bologna has a first name. Or my Wiener has a, And she's
My
like,
scrotum has a first name.
Well, when you start with your wiener, wives always freak out. Yeah.
That's right. So I go into.
We have so much to teach people.
I Googled the song, right? I come out of the bathroom and I'm playing it off of YouTube, and she's like, You need help, man. Like, you got to stop working so hard. Like, what's... And so I sit down. I'm still eating my sandwich. She's listening, and she really doesn't give a shit about this, right? She's like, you're crazy. And so then I got the second one queued up. I played the hot dog song, the wiener song. Then I played the Bologna song with the little kid, right? She's like, there's 2 songs? Yeah, there's 2 songs. They were awesome. And let me play the Kentucky Fried Chicken with the grandma with the bucket on her head. That's a takeaway, you know? I like the drumsticks.
And he's looking for a weapon.
I like this, and then they turn to grandma.
Look at the frustration.
I like the nice free hat, and she's got the bucket upside down on her head. You know, I saw that commercial once. I laughed for a half an hour, never saw it again. They took it off the air right away.
Jim, my question is, I'm gonna have sort of a corporate question right now, because you mentioned Oscar Wiener.
There's
right?
no corporate
Wiener hot dogs. And you saw that. You know they weren't available over here, right? So he ended up in the grocery store. He ended up buying high grades or fucking LaFleur's. So they must have some kind of share.
Who has a share?
Yeah, man. How many beers?
He's got the equipment out. Watch out, he's gonna get
many beers? I mean, I've had fucking 4 already. How many have you had?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I had my 7.1 can of La Belle Mer.
Yeah. What else did you have before?
Nothing, man. I'm high on life.
Okay, so you should be able to comprehend what I'm talking about.
Cheers, Enzo.
Oscar
Cheers,
Mayer
Enzo.
winners. We saw that on TV, right, when we were
Yeah,
kids.
from
They sang the
WWPTZ.
song, right?
We don't have that shit here
But
in
you went to
Canada.
the supermarket. You told your mom, "I want that Oscar Mayer winners fucking hot dogs," you know, and they weren't there. They weren't fucking there. So you had to buy some other fucking French brand of fucking hot dogs, didn't you?
Maple Leaf, man.
Maple Leaf,
Actually,
Fleur,
my father used to buy
high grade.
some high grade Lester's, but we got chicken hot dogs when it sometimes. You know, it wasn't real. It was a hot dog. Tastes like.
Sorry to interrupt your hot dog.
Where were you living? In Verdun or something?
But I want to just say something. All right, I'm gonna.
All right, interrupt. We're all back. Okay.
So, Brett,
your wiener?
We're rewinding. Okay. There's been this trickle of interest, a common trickle of interest in David Bowie, which is fucking weird. Mm-hmm. It's weird. Because
no, it's
I'll
not.
Be honest,
it's a worldwide phenomenon.
I've never been a huge fan of David Bowie until recently. Not a huge. I'm not now becoming a huge fan. I have more respect. More
appreciation. Yeah.
So Breathless. Okay. I had to bust out the sheet. In this room, there were always two sides. Never out in the mind. Exception on our minds. We must force them to realize it's slower. And you gotta, Enzo, remember that and think of Major Tom in the back of your head.
All right. Okay.
That's it. That's all I wanted to add to it.
Okay.
Major Tom.
Major Tom and Breathless have a baby. We got a fucking song.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Big
I like
fucking song.
Again, always hearing you doing it, I can. Okay, I see where you're going. All right.
It
was in a cover
band
for 500 years.
Chorus, all right?
What's the meter?
Every version of everything.
The chorus, Major Tom's up. It's going to be interesting. She's taking sorry, B. She's taking all she can. Don't you be surprised. I fucked up. I went to B instead of G. Anyway, you get it, right?
I get it with
there's
that.
Pauses, there's punches. It's not just we're just acoustic fucking extreme, you know, like fuck off. No, it's not metal band gone acoustic. It's its own identity. It's got something. That solo, Jim, I don't know what you remember about your solo on the track that Enzo's been pedaling for 20 years, okay? That you're gonna redo. But it's going to be stellar on top of this electric, right?
What'd you say?
Anyway, it switches to EGBA, EDGA, whatever. It's got this fucking staccato gumption. And you need to blow it out of the fucking stratosphere instead of playing over this boring acoustic ballad. No, you're not, man. No, you're not. You're making an incredible statement on top of a fucking powerful.
Well, but I do hear the kind of the Major Tom sound. And I mean, there really wasn't any acousticness to the song, right? I mean, it was very dense and heavy power chords, and right. So that's a different dimension. But I know what you mean. But the Major Tom with the chords on acoustic and that it has a very kind of heavy, but very dynamic, right? And that's what Breathless was. It was about the dynamics, light and shade in there, and it still can be, but morphed as what was it you said before? Ends I forget now. Something about
Scotch.
Scotch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Scotch.
It's Scotchy. Scotchy.
So
you're a fucking daft, man.
Yes, I am.
Am I a daft bastard? You freaking daft bastard. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna freaking slap your scrotum. Jesus Christ.
There you go. That's what we need to add to the
A
tune.
glass of
We need some
Scotch.
bagpipes.
A dram, boy. It's a dram, so it's fucking glass. You want a glass drink a glass of warm Scotch now, you fucker. Huh?
Yeah.
You
Paul,
freaking
do you
fucker.
remember what the hell was his name? Was his name Dewey? Stewie? Remember that guy?
Doogie.
Oh,
Very, 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 very bad.
That guy
Very,
was a
very,
riot,
very-
man. Wow.
Doogie.
Doogie.
Let me tell you
yeah.
the Doogie story. Can I tell the Doogie story?
Yeah, by all means, please
hey,
tell the
we got
Doogie
3
story.
songs left.
Okay.
Okay, we'll save.
Remind
we'll
me
save
the
it for
Doogie story. Remind
Doogie.
me. I want to tell it
Doogie.
after.
Yep.
Go.
Okay. Okay, take it as it comes. We all know we're going to trash. I'm going to put up a version of what I think I hear, better than what I did, and then you guys
All
come back with it. Got to move on. My opinion. And I want all your opinions because I want to do 2 versions. I want to do one that's sort of like the one that's there, and I want to do a much slower one without the running riff in the middle. I want to do a more blues, real pull back.
You posted a video about that.
I
Which was cool.
Yeah.
No, I can hear it. I get it. That was cool. You want to do like a part 1, part 2, or you want to do like 2 different versions, choose one and move on?
Or
You know
both.
what? A part 1, part 2 ends. Like I never thought of it, but as you're describing it, I'm thinking of Zeppelin tune, "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You" kind of thing. So the existing song morphed the way it is, but part 2 could be different.
Scrap it.
What was that?
Scrap it.
Scrap it.
Scrap it?
Yeah, scrap it.
No.
It sounds too much like that song.
Which song?
You're talking about what's it called?
Got to move on.
No, not got to move on. Not that one. He says
talking about Got to Move On.
leave you.
No, the Zeppelin tune I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it at all, Steve.
Oh, what are you thinking of, Steve?
We're
You're
talking
thinking
about the other song
of
that
Breathless?
Go ahead, keep going.
All right.
who's drinking the fucking scotch?
I think he's drinking Screech.
No,
Hey.
I'm ready to go to bed.
All
been
right.
We're almost
long
done,
week.
Steve.
Well, you can probably lie down.
We're almost there,
Pass.
buddy.
No, but what I said, 2 versions have got to move on. One that's basically like the one that we have,
Yep.
and a slower down, bluesier version, like where it's like down, down, down. You know, like really, it's basically like
Like the way we sort of started it originally, or played it originally.
kind of, yeah. There is that slow version somewhere, but I don't know.
But
Just-
better.
I'll put the 2 ideas down, and you guys see what you think. How's that?
That would be
Alright.
good. Can I also add a 3rd version of that idea? Because I want to fuck you guys up as much as possible in
Hey.
your lives before you die. I want to fuck you up. Running through the trees. I have another idea about that one. Got to Move On is a thorn in your musical side. All of you. Let's just be honest. Tell it like it is. It's a thorn in your side.
I'm good with
I
it.
have yet another version of it that is going to fuck you up. And it is 100% influenced by Jimi Hendrix.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Meaning, 100% means that it's Jim, fuck you, get your chops on. All right. And it's Steve, get your jazzy chops on. And Enzo, compliment the fuck out of Jim a lot. And I just basically get to riff on the bass and sing.
So what kind of Hendrixy thing you talking about? Like a Little Wing or like a Cross Town Traffic or like
Little Wing is a good example, actually. That's a very good start. That's a good start. I mean, it's not the direction, but it's a good start.
Yeah.
It's something that it's really guitar focused. Really guitar focused. 100% guitar focused. And it's
okay, hold on.
It's about bringing it to blues. Like it's about rock blues. You know, when I said I got that Soulmason place in my head, it's the Soulmason version of a Hendrix slow blues.
Okay.
So then, how about this, Paul? Instead, oh, you motherfucker, you gotta die. Anyway,
Kill it.
Sorry. One of the things I had going in my head, you know, our the coda to that song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to double it up and trade fourths with Jim. But what you're saying, what if we Hendrix government mule it, and me and him are dueling the whole time through? I mean, we'll have to work it out because I don't have his chops, but
it's too much. It's too much. We don't want to Momstein it. We just want to make it like classy, fucking hard blues.
Okay, that's cool.
You could even go in the direction of who was the blind guitarist that died?
Johnny Winter.
No.
Jeff Healey.
Jeff Healey, exactly. You could go that direction, or even what's the guy? Canadian guy. Fuck, he has a swing band now.
Colin James.
Thank you, Colin James. You could go that direction a little tiny bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of want to harken back to Jimmy because I don't know. He's been on my mind a lot, Jimi Hendrix, lately.
Really?
I don't know why. He's been on my mind a lot. It's happening around me. People have been sort of what? Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, I forgot about Jimi Hendrix. Fuck, I forgot about that incredible, mutant, unique talent of fucking pure energy. He's so incredible, and you know, not to imitate, but to justify that.
Yeah,
I think God can move on can benefit from a move in his direction. We gotta sort of emulate him somehow in that. So I don't know. I'm not trying to create work for myself because I can't play that. All I can do is rhythm. All I can do is put a bookend here and here, fill in the gap. Like it's not fair. It's not fair. There has to be some kind of movement from you guys. And Jim, I'm pointing at you. I'm going to point at you. There really has to be some Jimmy into Jimmy.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know if you're feeling it. I could be full of shit here. I could be out of left field. Enzo's already brought 2 versions to the table. I'm bringing a third, completely, you know.
But it could
weird.
be that could be the second version, could be the third version, whatever.
Could be, and
Guys.
you know what, Paul, you're not far off the mark, and I don't think it's a stretch. I mean, I love Jimi Hendrix, but I don't think I necessarily play like him. But some of the things like we did in the beginning or Enzo, and I saw your little message there to show you how I Hendrixified, take it as it comes, or whatever.
Yeah, that thing that used to be.
But I do think it's some of the chords, and I heard tonight where you're doing. The thing about Hendrix is he doesn't play a lot of straight like kind of chords. He just doesn't, right? So it's all about the little bits and pieces of chords and how he links them all together. And he's sort of arpeggiating them, but with hammer-ons and stuff. And that is it's like Eddie Van Halen, right? He doesn't. I mean, when you watch and see how he plays stuff, even the early Van Halen, he doesn't play guitar like a guitar player. He plays guitar like a piano player because that's what he is or was, right? That's how he learned. And so Hendrix is very much the same thing. It's almost like Rod on his bass playing keyboards. Remember the guy? It's like that. You do things. So that's what I get. And Enz, you're doing more and more of that. You're doing more of that than I am in the last year. You're making these chord inversions.
I'm starting to do those inverted chords. That's what I'm starting to use, those 6 and the inverteds and all kinds of weird stuff. But you have the Hendrix pull-off hammer-on technique. So between you and me,
we can.
Definitely.
Okay.
Come up with
But
some-
wait, what I'm
Wait,
doing here is
I'll
I'm
see what the
fucking you guys up because I'm creating a make work project. So I wanna just add a second layer to that. It's only a suggestion, and you guys can say, nice, no, but not gonna happen. Or what I would suggest, if Hendrix got to move on, it needs to get short.
Yeah.
Because Hendrix is short, all right? And Got to Move On is 4 verses with 2 choruses, and it's a blues opus. If we Hendrix it, not only do we need to stylize it a la Jim, your interpretation of it, right? That's part 1. Part 2 is bring it down to a blues song. A real blues is just this. My baby left me. I bought a new car. And I'm happy now. Done. Song is out. That's it. Over. So let's do that to Got to Move On. Let's fucking slash it. Like literally. Take your bastard sword, your fucking, the biggest one. Chop it not only in half, down to 1/3. Make it a 2.5 minute song. And every riff, every punch, every tempo change only happens once. And it's done. We're out. That's it. Song's over. Fuck you. You like it? Go ahead. Write your own shit. Steal from us because we gave you 4 good ideas and we only did them once. And that, to me, is a Hendrix. Blues, jazz, fucking soul mason. Yeah, that's what we got to do to it. We got to shorten it. It's too long.
Guys,
Steve, what were you going to say?
Do this. That's it.
Steve, what were you going to say?
what I was going to say, that my little rant earlier wasn't about that song that we were talking about. It was about Love in Your Eyes, which I like the lyrics and everything. I really do like the lyrics. But it has to become something else.
Mike?
Well, I haven't figured that out yet, but the lyrics are very good. Like I said, I think about it, what to restructure it into another song, because it sounds like something too familiar, and I want it to sound like a Soulmasons song. Maybe slow it down a little bit, maybe make it acoustic folk with drums and everything, and slow it down, and get away from the drums and all that shit, whatever.
Actually, I think that's the best part of it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, you know what?
The lyrics I'm interested in.
There's no harm in. I mean, we have what we got, and I personally, I think it's great. I mean, it's long. It's a an epic kind of tune. It's long, but it has lots of dynamics. It's got all those Paul doing his call and answer backing vocals, which I think are fantastic. Then we slow it down,
commanded
and
by
then
the lyrics.
Harmonization between what Paul's singing, and then the guitars are going along. There's there's all kinds of shit in that song. And then, you know what? It is, in my mind, we soul masonified that song like big time. I mean, it's got all the bits and pieces, the ingredients of what we do. But there's nothing saying we can't mess with it and see where it goes into something else, right? I mean,
pick a comparison song, Steve. Compare it to something. Like, how would you like it to sound?
How would I like it to sound?
Like, random, couple of songs out of stab out of
That's the only reason why is because of what Jim said before, and I mistaken it for that song, because the other songs you're talking about, those are good ideas to change around, but this one here, the lyrics and also the nuances of the back and forth with the lyrics and everything, which is amazing, it could become a different song now. I got to think about that in the way it gets arranged, because for me, I'm the biggest Zeppelin fan, and to me, it sounds too much like a Led Zeppelin 1 song. It's long, yeah. There's all kinds of drums going back and forth and everything, but the thing is, it needs something else. It needs to slow down. It needs to become. One time when I heard Enzo playing it slow, the first time I heard him sing it and play it, it was slower. And then we played it as a band, and there was this excitement. And we just started backing into it, and I don't want to do that because that's like borderline Zeppelin. And
What?
the thing is, I know, but the only thing that survived that whole song is the lyrics. And the lyrics are really good because it was a true expression of something. So you can keep all the lyrics and keep all the back and forth and everything, but it has.
Well, you saw what I posted today for my idea of what to do with it in the middle, right?
Yes. I watched it just before.
It was for that song.
And I like that ends what you did. And as Steve's talking, and I know I said Zeppelin, you know, and you know what? I haven't listened to Zeppelin in, I don't know, Christ, a year or better, you know, and I listened to a lot of Zeppelin. But what just came to mind is we're talking about Love in Your Eyes. It's got all these parts and tempo changes, dynamics, the you know, call and answer backing vocals, and you said like the drums did a lot of rolling and fast, and now it popped in my head, and not to you know, this is live, right? So people are listening, going, what the hell is he gonna say? And then you know, I'm caught to it, and if we do it, then we get nailed. Is Fool in the Rain. Like the song, the way it is, Love in Your Eyes, kind of, it's I don't want to say reggae, but it's got that kind of calypso beat that Bonzo's doing, and then it has a part in the middle where it picks up and you got like steel drums and shit. I'm not saying that, but Love in Your Eyes, the way that Plant is singing it kind of ties in, I don't know, in my head, like I'm hearing in my head, it would
Cool.
Oh,
I don't know how to describe it, but I'm making a connection just because I don't know why you said Zeppelin 1, but I'm thinking Fool in the Rain is, I mean, for me is like the first album that I ever had from Zeppelin was In Through the Outdoor. I didn't have all the other shit. I had it In Through the Outdoor, and Fool in the Rain is probably one of my favorite songs. And I'm thinking about Love in Your Eyes and what Enzo did before when he's got some different chords and the staccato kind of stuff that he did, breaking it up. Fool in the Rain, Zeppelin.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Want to hear it?
Oh, I know what it sounds like.
No, I mean, like, you guys.
Oh,
like, I mean,
no.
No. So that's interesting. Like, I was about to go with a Pearl Jam suggestion, you know, to fuck it up a bit, and yeah, it could be an interesting hybrid. Like, I mean, there's many directions to go. Steve, I hear what you're saying. Slowing it down, and not slowing it down, but just making it less.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Less percussive, less percussive, more musical.
Yeah.
Let's just say that, right? So that it becomes this. So, and when I posted about From a Stone, and I took the chorus and I stripped it and I double timed it, not double timed it, but I half timed it by taking, you know, this much lyric and spreading it over two.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of what I'm feeling tempted to do, because I seen love in your eyes like a fire dancing in the night. So imagine, you know, if you will, I seen love in your eyes, like a fire dancing in the night. It could be more dynamic. It could be more, not funky. It could be more alive in its sort of off lyric moments. It could be more musical.
Okay.
And I tasted heaven on your lips would actually be the beginning of verse 2, you know, as opposed to halfway through verse 1. And so the pre-chorus could still be, so your verses kind of have the lyrics. Same amount of time, but there's more musicality to it, and it breaks it up. And the pre-chorus could stay similar because it gets this busyness, you know, where take my hand, honey, walk with me through the streets of time. As soon as the streets of time is like, oh, there's a lyric in this second part of the phrasing. I don't know where does that come from. It's busier because they're still singing, you know, as opposed to this musicality break that you get in the verses. So you're looking forward to the verses because they're relaxed. And the pre-chorus is the story, which is a very important story, right? And even then, we could reduce. There's a lot of fucking lyrics in the pre-chorus.
Yeah, I said that today too. We could probably cut a verse out in the pre-chorus.
So we could sort of cull the lyrics in the pre-chorus, and then the bridge is way over lyric. Even though
shit that I was doing today.
The bridge is, I don't understand the reasons you gave. It's you might think of it as light on the lyrics, but we could reduce the lyrics even there.
Today, the part that I redid, I posted something today where what I thought of was for that part exactly, the bridge would have been down out, down out, down out. And it's literally, and you cut it. You know, you can scrap those lyrics or take bits and pieces and figure out a new melody. But it was literally, instead of going, because that part goes at the same speed as the rest of it, right? So in my head, it's like, it is long, and it needs to be broken. And I kind of wrote a new chord progression for Jim's solo.
What the reasons you gave? Instead of, you know, like,
exactly.
I don't understand the reasons.
Exactly.
Why did you do that to me, you fucking bitch? I hate you. No, fuck. The reasons you gave.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
That's starting to sound more like Dave Matthews Band, and that's a good thing.
So even though there's parts of the song that are actually light on the lyrics, we reduce it even more. And the verses are literally cut in half lyric-wise. And the pre-chorus, we trim it. We totally fucking trim the bush, man. We trim that hairy bush of the pre-chorus. It's big. It's actually fucking huge. I'm looking at it now. It's the biggest part of the lyric sheet.
Yeah.
That could be fun. That could be fun. So, can you add that in the notes, Hans? Anything you can remind me to do? I'm so sorry, man.
Can you read
Call
that last
lyric.
2 lines?
Hey?
Read the last 2 lines.
No,
Love in your eyes. I'm not sure yet. Track new version with different arrangement. Yeah. All right. I need to call. I'm going to write it in the top of this.
I didn't have to read that. I already knew.
All right. Gotcha.
But
call lyrics.
When you get a chance, Paul, go listen to it today because I came up with some stuff for it today. It just sort of popped out. Great. What you think. But Steve, in response to what you were saying about the rolling and all that, the best part of that song is the syncopation at the end when you're rolling on our coda with what Jim is playing. That ending is fucking fabulous. And it's, for all the years, man, it's like, it's the only part I keep...
The whole song is, I don't know, I listen to it, I get a charge every time, and it builds and it builds and it builds. I mean, there are some stuff, it gets a little monotonous, so cut parts or whatever. I mean, Paul, I see you smiling there. I mean, yeah, you know, there's...
For me, that song should be the kitchen sink. That's what it is to me.
Well, it is the kitchen sink, and you know, and you're right. It's got everything, all the pieces, the tricks, the Soulmason bells that we throw in the songs. We got them in there.
What we do 20 years ago.
Can I just say something? Yeah, exactly, Steve. 20 years ago, in a fucking 1 week stint of whether we happen to be in a good mood or not, and we did it. Not bad, you. Not bad, you. Fuck you. That was awesome. That was awesome. Like, it was awesome. So just think, with the fucking luxury of time and equipment and handcrafted fucking drums, fuck you in the ear. Like, that's perfect. Come on. We got this, man. We got this. This is going to be the best fucking album on the planet.
Indeed.
Yeah!
One song left. One song.
Go.
What are we doing with it?
Which one?
Learning.
Night to Bishop.
Night to
Oh,
Bishop.
we talked about that.
No, we did that.
We did that? Not tonight.
No. Learning to See is the last one on the list.
Learning to See. I got lots of ideas.
I say we call it Burning the Pea and just move on, you know? Speaking of burning the pea.
I know we could do a lot with it. We could do a full band version. We could do...
What do you want to do, Dennis? Tell me.
I still want to keep one acoustically. It would be the only acoustic tune on the...
Crap. Excuse me.
So I would like to keep the arrangement with them.
You want to keep it like that?
You've done your version of it already. You have a version.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No, but you know
our version, our new version is what matters. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, like how it was done. This is one of our best songs. One of our best songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
So what do we do with it?
guys.
Jamba.
Children. Yes. What? Jamba?
Chime up.
Stay tuned for more or news at 11.
Yeah, I mean some of the stuff. I think that we want to add drums in there. We want to add bass. You know, and turn it into a full band song. And I think some of the way that Enz and I played along to what you were doing, Paul, back on the original. When I went to your place last time and we were kind of farting around with it, I mean, there were some minor changes. We gotta when we do it all together and we play in time with you, it's gonna sound different automatically, because right now it sounds like we're doing the Guns N' Roses kind of thing without trying to do it. We're each kind of doing it our own way. I don't play the same way as Enzo's playing. I mean, Enzo, we're not doing the same thing, right? I don't know if you're Slash and I'm Izzy, or I'm Izzy and you're Slash, or whatever. And Paul is he's playing the song, and we just happen to hop on board with him.
Yeah.
And
so can I make a suggestion? Radiohead.
Go on.
Wasn't expecting that.
I fucking hate Radiohead.
Sorry. A minor GD. Hello, A. Maybe a bit slower. In the shadows of remembrance and regret, living as a mortal I digress. Such a time in love I do remember. I hold an angel you was meant to go. Something more punky, more forward, more modern, more... I don't give a fuck about the lyrics. I don't care so much about... On shadows of... Fuck off. Shadows, remembrance I regret. It's just more tough. It's more tough. It doesn't have to do with the lyric and the acoustic, how pretty, and we're not... Like you said, Jim, good fucking comparison. We're all just joining in on this acoustic ballad that happened to be playing in the background. That's unfortunate for a song, because everyone wants to play on it. But we just let the acoustic ballad guy play it, you know? Paul Simon. Fuck off. No, let's all play on this shit. Let's fucking enjoy it. Shadows, of remembrance, I regret. Yeah, fucking yeah, man. The lyrics.
But instead of Radiohead,
bold and powerful and meaningful, and make people think without, making them have to.
Because what you're saying right now, it's not Radiohead, it's Coldplay. That's what you're saying right now.
Okay, all right. If you want to, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
whichever one. they're two different directions, but they're kind of similar. Like extraction from where we were to Coldplay. Radiohead is in this different zone. But I agree.
The difference between Radiohead and Coldplay, they're the same band, except Radiohead wants to make you take a Prozac every day, and Coldplay makes you want to go out and fucking have a fucking blast. Who are you trying to impress over here? Really?
All right. Fair enough. Hey, listen, going from where we were to Radiohead was a big stretch. So you're going Coldplay? Fucking, we're home free, man. It's all good.
Go towards Arcade Fire. Be all right.
Listen to more Coldplay, get some ideas, and work on that one, because me too. That song, I just wrote lyrics because I could write some fucking lyrics. That's all, And there were some things that I wrote that were a little bit deep, but the lyrics could say the same, but the music can actually, if the change in the music can actually bring it to a different level, and then nobody's gonna fucking care about the lyrics anymore, because the lyrics.
But they will, Steve. They will. No, they will care about the lyrics.
But the music will define it, as a song. Not as because the lyrics were so important, but the whole fucking band playing it.
So let me just say, okay, all right, let's forget about Coldplay and all that. Green Day. We're gonna Green Day.
There you go.
All right, if we want to go like that whole, let's not go. Poof, we're gonna go there.
You know what?
Instead, it just became American Idiot, version of Learning to See. It's without being that crazy.
They would never sing a song like
you understand what I'm saying, right?
Whether it's American Idiot or it's Green Day doing an acoustic song, it doesn't sound like a ballady kind of.
You never heard Boulevard of Broken Dreams?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's the fucking anthem. I mean, it's beautiful. That's the kind of thing that people fucking want to play because it
still sounds punkish, right? It's Green Day. It's not. That's what Radiohead and
Coldplay. His fucking ass. There's two that burn the hole through his nose, and he's only got. Anyway. wait. Just. My issue with all of this, I think it's the best sung fucking melody on the record, and to lose what you've done on that bothers me a bit.
Let me redo it. Let me redo it on my patio with 2 beers with that frame of mind. Listen, it's not going to be, he's doing Coldplay. No, he's doing Radiohead. It's going to be Tebow fucking doing his thing on it. It's going to be Soulmason fucking to a T, man.
And we always still have the original and can be released as a
alternate.
Yeah, totally.
The garage version.
The fucking draft that I'm going to do, you're going to say, nah, you know what? No. Okay. We'll do version 3, version 4. That doesn't matter. But the Taskmaster, I have to ask you, can you please put that on my task list? Can you? Task list me?
Enzo's just going to get you to draft 97, and it'll be right back where we recorded it 20 years ago.
It's going to be the exact same version.
like a sheepdog. He'll just keep herding us around. Come on.
Whatever.
And then we record the exact same album.
Whatever you want to say, it's recorded bad. It's played off time. The way you sing it, Paul, it's fucking haunting. The way you
sing is a good word.
There's more. But wait, there's more.
Okay.
Listen, I feel the same way about that as I do about what's the other one that I have such a beef with the version? I want to redo all the lyrics.
Take it as it comes.
That's exactly. It was written literally within a week. It was written in a week. Not written, but it was produced in a week. So we have the luxury of production time. You get it? It's just so crucial, man. George Michaels is the perfect example of someone who is completely overproduced for 1 or 2 songs, and wow, he's at the fucking Olympics, it's beautiful. I love it. And there's so much good stuff there, but it's like, okay, there's nothing that fucking crazy there. We have this same potential. It's just that there's zero production time spent on it. A little bit of production time, massive fucking results.
Okay.
That is a fucking shoot off. It's a shoot off. You literally, you got a cold, you can't sing that note, go. That's it. We got to change that.
Okay. Just remember.
Yeah, we got Steve to sit up. Start talking about George Michael and Wham and woo.
Wow.
Ooh, that's
He's up, man. He's got a shirt on and everything. It's like fucking, I'm here.
I gotta go to bed, guys.
Wake me up before you go.
With a parrot on my shoulder.
Yeah. Think you're fucking
and into the second half of the show. Okay. Is it Doogie time? Doogie.
The Cachette is a fucking incredible cover band bar that is now dead. It has been brought to the ground, literally.
Yes.
The building no longer exists.
The
But
crow
for a
told
good 20, 25 years, that was the haven. It wasn't a circuit, but it was certainly one of the most incredible venues for cover bands because people that went there gave a fuck about the music. And they danced, and they danced, and they sang, and they danced, and they sang. And they wanted to come up on stage with the band. And the Cachette was the fucking... It was Mecca for cover bands.
And it had Hot Nuts by the door.
Hot Nuts.
Hot Nuts by
Can
the
you
door.
go wrong with Hot Nuts? Hot Nuts. Hot Nuts.
What? Tourette's? Yeah, I said that
Hot
too.
Nuts. Beautiful.
Hot Nuts.
And
I was
so-
the Hot Nut.
It was beautiful. The Hot Nuts were good. But the thing about the Cachette is that Doogie, this fucking Scottish fellow who would show up in a kilt. All right.
I remember him.
Yeah, Doogie.
Yes.
I mean, he's still alive. He's a good guy. I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's not a fan of our channel, but he will be soon enough. He would show up every night. Like he was always there. All right. And so one of my favorite nights was we came to the Cachette as spectators. And there was, I don't know, there was a Big City, which is basically the drummer for April Wine with the guitarist from some other fucking Quebec band that failed. And they made this band, and it was beautiful. And you know, Mercer would do his whatever, his like fucking paradiddle trick. It was a great night every night at the Cachette. And so Doogie is there, and he gets invited up to sing. Mustang Sally. But he doesn't just sing Mustang Sally. You know, like any other fucking me. Oh yeah, Mustang Sally. And, everyone's dancing. I'm happy. No. Doogie was not happy with just making you dance. Doogie got up, and it would control the band. And he was not a member of the band. He would say, all right, guys, keep playing.
Break it down.
And he would say, bring it down, bring it. And he would stand up on a chair. He would fucking literally stand up on the chair. So there's Doogie. He's standing on this chair. And he would say, all right, it is Scottish brogue. You people, you've come out to the Cachette tonight. Are you having a good time? Yeah! You get the regular fucking, the whole crowd is in. Not only that, are you having a damn good time? Yeah! And it gets louder. By the way, I've got a wee little son. Johnny, whatever, I don't know. Johnny, he's at home. He said, Dad, you're going to the Cachette tonight. Yeah, I'm going, son. Why? Why do you ask? Are they gonna stand up for you? And of course, everyone stands up. Yeah, they're getting out of their chair. They're fucking standing up. And then he said, "Dad, are they gonna stand on their tables for you?" And they're fucking standing on the table. Everyone's standing up in the Cachette on the table. Everyone in the fucking Cachette on the tables. And then he said to me, "Dad, are they going to scream for you?" And the fucking the crowd's going fucking bonkers. And then he starts saying, "Mustang Sally!" And everyone's already on tables in the Cachette fucking, "Yeah, Mustang Sally!" And they fucking go bananas. And the band just plays along. That was Doogie. He was from the Cachette. starts the song with everyone standing on fucking tables. Fuck you! That's the best. You can't get better than that, man.
Jim, you clicked the camera off.
Yes. It's okay. You don't want the camera on, but he was awesome.
The best conclusion to my story is Jim, camera off. Don't want the camera on right now.
I'm having a doogie moment.
You're digging deep.
The building is still there, right?
Yeah, he's there. Camera's off.
I am still here.
You don't want to see what I'm digging up right now. Oh, God. Fucking hell. That's hilarious.
Is it still there?
No, they knocked it down.
Oh, they knocked it down. Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, the building's gone. The building is no longer exists.
It is sad. But Doogie,
all right, guys.
And
off.
Yes,
all right, I'll be in touch this week.
Yeah. All right.
Give you a hand with
Task list, Enzo. Fire away, buddy.
Tonight, very productive. I like that sharing of all the rehashing of what's got to be. Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, Steve-O.
Night.
Take it easy.
Ciao, boys.
Ciao.
Thank you for another good one.
All right. So it's you, me, Ans?